Damn!
Today we've got a follow-up video for the Nissan Skyline Super Silhouette released in patch 1.19. This tune takes the 800 performance tune and adjusts it down to 700 to enable you to use this car on Le Mans. At the end of the video, I'll put up the spec sheet so you can easily refer back to them as you tune your own car. This will be a shorter video. I'm just updating the tuning specs and the overall race strategy for this particular track. The history, purchase information of the car, etc. are all the same as the video released for Sardinia. I've added timestamps to the timeline should you want to jump ahead to those locations. So in the 800 performance tune, I let you guys know that this tune is competitive, but it is stretching the limits of the car. This car, tuned at 700 performance points, feels much better. It retains its great handling and sticks to the track, has more than enough power to compete, and its fuel economy does work to give you a full 3 laps on Le Mans. So this is absolutely a viable credit earner for your garage. I'm happy with how this tune turned out, and feel it's a better fit for the Skyline versus pushing it beyond its limits in the higher tier races. The Nissan Skyline Silhouette series was introduced in 1982 and was based on the 6th generation Skyline 2000 RS. Initially they were powered by a 4-valve dual overhead cam engine, and it's a pure race car, but it maintains its looks and overall appearance of the production model, hence the name Silhouette. The model in Gran Turismo 7 is the 1984 version of the Super Silhouette, and its upgrades include a turbocharged 2.1-liter 4-cylinder race engine named the LZ20B. It was known to have flames spit out from the exhaust during racing, and as a result was an instant hit with the fans of the series. Between 1982 and 1984, it racked up an impressive 8 wins. The car was active for 3 seasons, or a total of 19 races, but it was eventually phased out due to regulation changes. This car is sold from the legendary dealership. It's for sale right now at $1.15 million, which is a great price for a planted GR3 car. So pick up this car, you won't regret it. If you're watching this video and you can't pick up the car now, flag it for later. Or if you're watching this in the future, just watch for this car to pop up in the legendary dealership. They all cycle through. I promise that you'll be happy that you did. So let's get into the tune. For this setup, the bulk of the parts are already fitted. It's mostly just some fine tuning. I did add a restrictor and a ballast so I could play with multiple options for tuning. Everything else is stock with the exception of the manual transmission, which is important to note because in the Sardinia build I use a racing transmission, but here it's manual to lower the performance points. And we've also removed the turbo. I'll list all the parts at the end of the video for a quick reference when tuning your own car. So to make the car qualify for Le Mans, we further adjusted the suspension, we raised the car slightly and relaxed the differential a bit more. In addition, the aero has been adjusted and some weight has been shifted to give it that 50-50 balance. So even in this configuration, the car has maintained its natural tendency to oversteer. So similar to the previous tune, I tightened up the front end and it helped make it a bit more manageable. In terms of racing strategy, it's really simple. Just keep your fuel mapping at 1 and pit when needed. You absolutely should be short shifting again to maintain as much fuel as possible. You can get a full 3 laps on a single tank using the strategy. You will need to pit twice with this tune, but you can keep a single set of tires, potentially. Obviously weather changes you'll need to account for still. So pit as needed and watch the weather as you come through the final corners and just flip terrain tires if needed. Be sure to top up fuel whenever you pit just to keep your options open. I've linked the Sardinia tune in the corner should you want to test this car at a higher performance level. The handling is great, it can hold its own, it's just not easy of a race with this car as it appears to work in Le Mans. The car just seems better suited to hang in the lower 700s, and its comparable performance just feels much better at this level. Overall, I feel this car is a great option for Le Mans. It feels good, sounds great, and it's fun to toss around the track. In terms of the livery, this is my own creation. It's open to the public should you want to download it. Feel free to change the decals, color, or whatever you need to make it unique for yourself. I took a relatively new Celsonic livery from the GTR and applied it to the 84 Super, trying to give it a good mix of classical branding and an updated style. All details are in my profile, which is in the description should you need to test it out. So if you enjoy these tunes, please like and comment below. It greatly helps with the channel growth on YouTube. It also helps steer me on what type of content you enjoy and want to see more of. If you're looking to connect with others around gaming in general, feel free to join our 22 Gaming Discord. We're a growing community of like-minded mature gamers covering multiple titles. If you're looking for GT7 info, advice, future tunes, or just conversation, it's a solid community. As always, thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next one.